Hey YouTube, welcome back to the channel. On today's episode of Garage Noise, we're going to show you how to repair a plastic bumper cover that has some dents or damage on it from an impact. Now, this is a Chevy Camaro front bumper cover. It got hit in the front. I've removed it from the vehicle, but it has some damage right here in the front, okay, where it got tapped. And what it's done is it created a low spot right here, and then it created a high spot and cracked the paint right here. There's also a high spot here and a high spot here. So the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to heat up the back side of this, which I've already done. I heated up the back side of this, and this low area right here, I heated it up really well, and then I pushed it out with the cool rag, and that does a couple things. It gets it back into the position it needs to be, and it cools it at the same time, which helps it to hold that position. Now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to heat up these high areas and push those down, and then we're going to prep this for body repair. Okay, so now that I've heated that up, I'm going to take my wet rag and I'm going to push down on it and cool it at the same time, and that'll help it to hold that position. I'm not worried about damaging the paint here because we're gonna fill this area and then repaint it. Okay, so now we have this back into the position that we needs to be. It's not absolutely perfect, but it's very close. So now we just need to put a thin coat of filler on this. What we're going to do now is sand it with 80 grit sandpaper on the dual action sander, and we're going to smooth this out and get it prepped out for a little bit of filler to straighten this. Okay, so now let's clean this and let's mix up a little filler and smooth it in here. Okay, now let's block this bumper with 80. We're going to block the body filler. We're going to use an X pattern to get it straight. Now, one thing you want to remember on plastic, it's flexible, and so you don't want to push real hard on it to block it. You don't want to put a lot of pressure on it because it's going to flex and you'll never get it straight. So what you want to do is just glide over it and sand it down smooth, and it's going to show any low areas if there is any low areas or any high areas. So just remember not to push too hard when you're blocking. Okay, so now that we've got it pretty much straight and formed with the 80 grit, we're going to go over it with 180 to remove some of those scratches, block it out, and then lay some icing over it. And that's what I'm doing here is I'm putting a thin coat of icing over it after I've went over it all with 180 and blocked it out. There was no real big low areas or any high areas that I had to take care of. It was pretty much straight, but I'm putting a thin coat of icing over to fill any scratches that I may have missed, and then just to do a final blocking on it. Okay, so now we've let it dry, and we're going to go back over it with 180 and block it all straight. Make sure there's no imperfections in it, and then we'll get ready for 320 and primer. So it's a good idea if you're doing this at home to put a little bit of a guide coat on it. That's an aerosol can guide coat. You can use enamel black paint, which is not the best, but it'll work to see if you have any low areas or any high areas before you go to prime it and paint it. Okay, so now we're going to take some 320 on the long block and block this straight. We're going to use an X pattern to block it. We don't want to totally remove the primer. We just want to get it flat. A little guide coat on there. So I put a little bit of poly putty right in there. There's a little pinhole I wanted to fill. So we filled that. Now we're going to block it out again with 320. And then we'll be ready to prep out the rest of this bumper for paint. Okay, so now the bodywork is all done on this Camaro bumper. We're going to go ahead and sand the rest of this bumper and prep it out for paint and clear. Now we're not putting color over this entire bumper, and there's a reason for that. If I were to paint color out to the edge of this bumper, I would have to blend into the fender in order to get a good color match. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna prep this out. We're gonna blend the color on the damaged area. So we'll blend the color out. In fact, I don't even want to get color right out to this edge if I can help it, because it butts up against the fender and near the hood. Now, this is gonna butt up right against the hood, and there's no way around that. So I could blend into the hood, or I could just get this color match as close as I possibly can, and I think it's gonna be okay. And this is just a little budget repair for this guy. So we're gonna try and do that rather than clear and paint the entire hood. But the first thing we need to do is remove all these trim pieces, the grill, the lower grill, these fog light inserts. We're gonna remove those and get this totally stripped down and ready to sand with 600 grit sandpaper. This bumper has been painted before, it's pretty rough, but we're gonna smooth it out so it'll accept clear, and clear will adhere to it and get it ready to spray. Okay, so now that I have the majority of this bumper sanded with 600, I'm going to take the scuff pad and a piece of 600, and we're going to go into all these hard to reach areas, these crevices and cracks, to get those all sanded real well so we had good adhesion for the clear coat. Okay, so now we have this bumper all sanded really well. Now this bumper was painted before, and it was painted pretty poorly. It had a lot of orange peel, a lot of fish eyes. So I smoothed it out the best I could with the 600 on the areas I'm not putting paint on. But there's nothing really I can do with these areas like on this side where it's up against another panel, because if I don't want to go through the clear. If I go through the clear, then I got to put color on it. Then it might not match the fender, the adjacent panel. So it's sanded out. We're gonna prep salt, use some prep solvent or wax and grease remover to clean it. Okay, so here I'm covering the primer first. We're going to get 2 to 3 coats on this primered area. Make sure it's not transparent. You can't see the primer, and get it good and covered before we start spraying the rest of the bumper. Okay, so I am going to use the Astro AERO Pro HE on this bumper, along with the Gunbudd, to illuminate the area anywhere I'm spraying. This is a really good budget-friendly gun. It runs around $100, and if you are interested in it, the links are going to be in the description for these products. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start laying the first coat of clear on this. As you can see, I have my pattern wide open, and this gun has a very large spray pattern, which is something I love about it. It's also very light, but what you want to do is you want to do consistent passes I'm running about 3 inches away, so 3 to 5 inches away is ideal. I like to start out with 2.5 to 3 turns out on the volume, and that's going to give you a good base to start with. But as with any painting and clear coating, you want to keep an eye on the clear and see what it's doing. Is it flowing out nicely? Is it going on too heavy? Is it going on too dry? And adjust accordingly from there. If it's going on too dry, you want to open up the volume just a tad and maybe give it a little bit more air pressure. But there's a lot of adjustments you can make on the fly. So just keep that in mind when you're spraying. Sorry about the camera angle.
Okay, so here's the Camaro all put together. I just polished it up, and as you can see, the color matches very well. It came out very nice for a budget repair. And I do have some more videos coming up. I have a budget gun review coming up. My search continues for the best budget gun available for you guys. I'm going to keep searching until I find it. The AERO Pro HE is a real good gun, but I think there's more out there. So stay tuned for that. And if you haven't done it already, please subscribe to the channel, like, and click the bell so you don't miss anything. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.